Welcome back, Sunday Night Live for
Hey,
Sunday, May 31, 2026. We're back, Mark A. We're back.
Mark, it's nice to have you back, Mark B. We haven't had you for weeks. What's going
we,
on?
we have not been together for a while, so we're back, and Sunday nights are back in store for the two of us. So I'm Mark Belaiche, Mark B., co-founder of Guhuza. Mark A., do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Marc-Anthony Jackson, talent and client coordinator here at Guhuza as well. And well, Mark, I'm just excited. I'm excited to have you back on here tonight.
It's so nice. We missed a lot. There's been so much that's happened. We got lots to catch up. We use these Sunday nights to talk about all things about labor, like some interesting stats that have come around, some interesting facts, some trends. If you're a recruiter, you're trying to figure out what's going on in the market. If you're a job seeker, we help you with what's happening. So just really trying to connect people. Tonight's episode, we're going to talk about AI adoption, which is the buzzword of 2026. Employers losing confidence in resumes. And we've talked about this before, but we're going to keep talking about it because there's definitely some trends. Job seekers navigating uncertainty in the labor market and just the growing gap between how hiring actually works and how people thinks it works. So, but hiring is becoming uncertain. So let's talk about AI. 45% of leaders expect AI agents integrated into workflows within 1 year. Only 30% of workers actually agree with that timeline. You've got a complete mismatch kind of thing going on. 20, this is a good one. 22% of leaders are highly confident their companies can keep up with AI change, but the workers aren't really saying that. So leaders are really moving faster than employees are ready. I don't know about you, Mark A. Like, I find AI's coming on us, and it's kind of like everybody's expected to know everything really fast. But the reality is like, what AI are we adopting?
I mean, the reality is using AI is not automatically a bad thing. And I know people get this notion in their mind that AI is bad or AI is good. Um, the problem is when companies treat it like a quick fix, right? Instead of giving employees the training and the support that they need. And that's exactly to your point, Mark. You need to train them. You can't just say, you can't drop it in and be like, okay, use AI, good luck. Productivity still depends on people understanding how technology fits into their actual work at the end of the day.
Yeah, I went to a conference in the last couple of weeks, and we all sat in a round table, and we all are in the industry, and we talked about all kinds of AI and fixing this, fixing that, and I kind of said, look, like guys, like what are the problems that we're trying to fix here, right? Like, and a lot of the solutions that AI comes up with don't really fix any problems. They like make more problems, if anything. Like they generate more resumes, and we've talked about this in the past where people can use AI, ChatGPT, whatever, to pump out resumes faster than anything and make them perfect. And is that a solution? Like, what problems is that fixing? That's making worse problems, right? There's spin-off problems from there. So, and it kind of leads to the next section, which is resume trust is breaking. A third of employers believe that resumes have reflected true ability. 92% of recruiters say AI-generated resumes are not common, which makes things really bad. And 64% have hired someone who misrepresented skills. So AI is making resumes more polished, less reliable. Candidates can optimize wording without proving ability, and employers still rely on resumes due to the volume. So, what do you think?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Mark, we hammer this in every single week. What is the idea? People just need to connect and speak, right?
Yeah,
Once you connect, once you speak to them, a resume can't show you everything. And we know from everyone using AI on their resumes for job A, job B, make it a perfect match. You can't rely on someone's resume. You have to speak to them. You have to understand their attitude, how they communicate, and how they think through a problem. And that's really the most important part, the connection, speaking to somebody, because you're never gonna
yeah.
know unless you talk with them.
Well, yeah, for sure. And the thing is too is that it always boils down to human connection, right? And the reality is that a lot of these AI and tech and all that kind of stuff just again create more hurdles, more steps for a job seeker, and job seekers get frustrated. I got to go to this chat bot. I got to record answers to these video questions, and then they don't hear back. And how is that helping anybody? They're really not. So the economy. CEOs are
Oh.
becoming a little bit more pessimistic about the economy. Hiring slowing, companies are prioritizing efficiency over expansion. So this leads to slower hiring decisions, higher expectations, and we're kind of seeing that too. Like there, more competition for jobs, increased demand for candidates that have everything, and then that drives kind of slow, grinding placements and hires and things like that. So, what are you seeing? Anything on your end, Mark?
I mean, I think job seekers can really feel the pressure right now. They may be applying for roles that they're qualified for, but companies are taking a lot longer these days to make a decision, and they're being a lot more selective. Let's be
Of
real.
course.
They're being a lot more selective on who they're picking. And that makes it even more important for candidates to have a chance to speak, to show their value, and also show that they're adapting to the changes that are happening in the market right now. That's
That's
one of the most important parts.
absolutely, yeah. So our next topic is talking about how people are searching for jobs. So job seekers are definitely relying on mobile apps. Applications are
Hmm.
increasing in volume. Employers rely more on referrals. This is a kind of interesting trend too, because employers are relying on referrals and networks, and you've got job seekers who are doing applications and apps and online stuff, and the result is you got like a mismatch. You got the employers are looking for those connections. So and the candidates are using a different strategy. So so it's not. There's always jobs out there. I mean, we talked about this before, where there's a million first interviews happening every day in North America, and it's not really like a lack of jobs. It's just like a disconnect on how people find each other. That's what I was excited about Guhuza, just making that connection even easier. But what are your
And you
thoughts
know
on
what?
that? Yeah.
It's exactly like when you're doing this, when you're applying and you're not hearing anything back, it feels like the black hole that we talk about all the time. You're submitting applications and it does not mean it's creating any opportunities for you. So if a candidate never gets the chance to speak to the employer, to never gets a chance to explain who they are, what their personality is, it really just kind of makes the job process, the job search, disconnected. Makes it feel what's the word, Mark? Unreal? I don't know.
Not real. Yeah,
Not
exactly.
real, yeah. You're not
Yeah,
getting a chance to really understand someone's company. You're not understanding anything unless you have a
100%.
chance to speak.
100%. Yeah, it's like it's definitely you definitely need that connection. You definitely need those people to connect with each other. And yeah, it's the black hole is a term that's been around for many years, but certainly in the HR and the recruiting space, it's become even more prominent this year. Like in 2026, it's been everybody throws out the black hole, or just resumes are going into black hole, applications are going into black hole, data is going into black hole. So just really doing that. So what other trend came up also this week that
Mhm.
we talked about was job seekers are focused on avoiding rejection, so they don't apply as much anymore. They're kind of like they're using AI to make their applications safe, but they're not really putting in out their information, their true information. So there's less personality, there's less differentiation in resumes. And so what do employers actually value?
What can they value? I from what I understand, I mean, I understand it myself. It's very, very easy to just clean up your resume with some AI, make it look nice, make it look neat, try to better position yourself for the opportunity. You always want to put your best foot forward, of course. But they want to avoid the mistakes that you can have by giving it false information. AI hallucinates sometimes. You're gonna get false information. Sometimes it might say you could do things that you've never done before.
Right.
And everyone ends up sounding like the exact same. Everyone sounds like a 100% match for the job, and an employer can't differentiate. Can you? How can you differentiate?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years, and back in the early days, you could spot a spelling and grammatical mistake on a resume. Now you can't do that because the AI cleans it all up. But you're right, like sometimes people don't really read and understand the resume and how it looks, and like you said, it hallucinates, right? Like the
Some people don't
AI.
take that into consideration.
Yeah, and it'll just it'll knock you out as soon as somebody an employer sees that you've got something that just doesn't seem right. You're going to be knocked out. So So closing up, AI is changing. As always, been talking about this for most of this year, 2026. Probably going to be continuing. Hiring is still based on human judgment. Resumes are becoming less reliable because everybody's like a vanilla resume that's gonna kind of the same. But at the end of the day, conversations, people hire people. Conversations are super important. So if you're a job seeker, talk to people. Don't just kind of rely on applications. That doesn't work that well. And employers just talk to candidates, right? Not waiting around. And you know what? We have set up Guhuza where it's like, everything moves faster, lightning speed. Employers upload a job, push a button, interview candidates starting our goal is to have your first interview within 15 minutes. And there's less filtering through resumes and guesswork, live conversations, talking to people. They create better hiring decisions. You get more of a pool of candidates. And for job seekers, so much easier. Upload your resume to Guhuza and get pinged when there's a job that matches your background, interview live on the platform. Can get easier.
And for me, Mark, that the value there is really in helping people connect more directly, right?
Yeah,
Employers can still have the chance to review experience, but they also have the opportunity to actually speak to somebody and understand whether they're fit for this job. And they only have one resume on Guhuza. It's not like they're tailoring it for this job or that job. And then when it's on the job seeker's side, you're getting a chance to submit more than just one application because it's just going to get pinged whenever you're available, ready for a match for the job. So it's all passive. It's nice.
exactly. So make sure to register on Guhuza. Talk about your Thursday at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yes, Thursday at 2 o'clock, every Thursday at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I have a weekly job seeker walkthrough for recruiters, employers, job seekers, anyone who is interested in having a conversation about the market and how things are going right now. Share your experiences and try to help everyone, network. It's a nice event to network to and get connected with everyone. You never know who's going to be there to help you for your next opportunity. You never know who's going to be on the Thursdays either. Might be a recruiter. So I would say, come on, join, enjoy the conversation, and let's try to help each other out.
Absolutely. And you can register in the link in the description and comments below, whichever platform you're watching us on. And I'd love to have you on. And Mark A., here's the good week ahead.
It's a great week, Mark. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you Monday.
Absolutely. All right. Take care.
Take care.
Have
Bye.
a great one. Thanks.